In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the rear window motor and regulator assembly on your Nissan Altima. The process for the right side is the same as the left. Using a small pick tool, remove the cover behind the door handle, remove the armrest out of the door. We're going to pull straight up, or you could use a plastic trim tool and go around and release the clips. There's two 10mm or Phillips head screws on this side of the door. There's a second 10mm or Phillips head screw on the door. Remove that. Remove the 10mm bolt behind the door handle. Using a plastic trim tool, we're going to go around the door and release the clips. Once I have a few of them off, I like to just give the door a nice pull or keep going around. Once the door swivels a bit, lift straight up, remove the two cables, pull straight back, and then pull the balls out of the sockets. Remove the window switch connector, push down on this tab, and pull out. Put the door card off to the side. We're going to pull down the plastic on the inside of the door. Try your best not to rip this. If you're having trouble, you can use a razor blade very carefully to help you. We're going to need to put the window up and down for this job. You can either plug your door back into the harness and actuate it up and down, or you can just pull the switch out of the door and let it kind of dangle. To take the switch out of the door card, you just push in on this tab and this tab in the back and work your way down. And it'll just pop out of the door. While I was pushing on these clips on this side, I was holding the switch like this and slightly pulling down to help it come out. I'm going to plug my window switch in now, and with the key on, we're going to put the window down. With our window in the down position, you're going to see a 10mm bolt here, and there's going to be a second one in this little hole. We're going to remove those two. And those two are what are holding the motor to the glass. Once we've done that, we're going to put the window up. I'm going to grab some painter's tape and tape the window. I'm going to do 2 or 3 pieces of tape on this window. With our window taped up, we're going to put the window regulator down. And I'm just going to put it in the bottom position. Remove the connector off of the window regulator motor. Push on this top tab and pull back to release. This is the tab we're pushing on. We're going to remove all the 10mm off of the door, holding on the window regulator. I like to put a hand on the regulator before I take this last bolt out. There's these 2 little hooks that are holding onto the door. To get the window regulator out, we're going to lift up and then pull it out of this hole. You may need to pull this plastic down just a little bit more. and take the window regulator out. Install the window motor and regulator assembly into the door. I'm going to line up these hooks on the left side so that it gets held there for me. And I'm going to start to put in my 10 mils, finger tight for now. Just lining up all the holes. Once I have them all finger tight, I'm going to start at the window motor, snugging them down. Then I'm going to move over to the regulator side. I'm going to plug in my window motor. Push until you hear a click. You can give it a pull back, make sure it's nice and in there. With all of our 10 mils in and snug down, we're going to put our window motor up to go meet our window. Since this one is accessible, I am going to put a 10 millimeter bolt in here. We can now take our tape off with our window regulator holding the window. We're going to put the window motor down. And we're going to install the other 10 millimeter through this little window. Little trick is taking a piece of this butyl stick tape and putting it on the inside of your socket, and it'll hold the bolt in there and make it easier for you to not drop it. Snug that down, make sure this one's snugged down, and then make sure the window operates properly. If the operation's good, then we can start to put the door back together. Remove the connector off of the window switch. Feed the harness through the plastic. Make sure the door cables also go through the plastic. And then finish putting it back in place. If it's not sticking anymore, you can use more butyl tape and just go around the outside and stick it down. If you took your window switch out, you can reinstall that now. Push it back into place, install the connector, push until you hear a click. Now we can install the door handle cables, put the ball in the socket, and then clip it into the bracket. Do the same thing on the top. Install the door card onto the top. Then we're going to go around and tap all of the clips in. I like to give it a little pull, make sure they're actually all clicked in. This one doesn't move, so we're good. Install the screws back into the door. And the 10 mil behind the handle. Install the cap back into place. This front part goes in first, and then it hinges in. Push until it clicks in. Take the armrest, line it up, and click it into place. You're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.